Welcome back everyone to another edition of Figures from the Attic. Today we're back with a non-wrestling figure review and unboxing, this time of Street Fighter's Vega. This is a series that I've recently started collecting. I was a big Street Fighter fan growing up, mainly played it on the Sega Genesis, so I have a soft spot for a lot of these characters, especially Vega. Vega, I would say, is my all-time favorite character in Street Fighter. I just loved his look. He was always very elegant. I love his mask. I've always been a fan of things with face paint and masks, so this guy got me. I was hooked as a little kid for sure. Looking at the packaging, I think it's phenomenal. It's very reminiscent of what WWE and Mattel did with the crossover with Street Fighter. It looks like an arcade machine. You can see the joysticks and the buttons for kicking and punching right there. You have like the health bar on top, very cool, straight out of the video game. You have all the characters on the sides. And you have kind of a character select screen right here at the bottom. I think that's really neat. And of course, the one that you're getting, Vega, right there in the center. Let's get this opened up. I mentioned the crossover WWE and Mattel are doing with Street Fighter. I have about half of those figures. I'm missing the others. I'm still on the hunt for them. But distribution down here in South Florida and Walmart, Target is awful. So I'm still on the hunt. We'll see what happens. But I do know, I'm not sure if it's released or if just announced, that they are making a Vega in that line, and it's going to be with Shawn Michaels. So that, for me, is a must-get, because, again, Vega is my favorite Street Fighter character, and Shawn Michaels is my all-time favorite wrestler. So it's almost like they knew. They knew that Figures from the Attic love both of those guys, and they were like, let's mash them up. But yeah, as soon as I see that, that is a day one purchase for me. But that's neither here nor there. Here is Street Fighter's Vega. You get, of course, Vega. In the middle, you get two heads, or one extra head and one extra mask. You get a claw on the figure, and you get two extra hands. So let's see. He does have quite a large rubber band going right in the middle of his torso. Let me try to open that up. And get the scissors. I'll just get this. There we go. I don't want to damage anything here. Oh, this is, there we go. There we go. That one and that one. All right. Oh, there's some on his shoes as well. Wow, that's annoying. All right, you get kind of a plastic. I guess it was protecting his back, or maybe this belt from the back of the packaging. I don't know. He is quite pale, but I think that's accurate. Just based on how I picture him in my head, I'm pretty sure he was pretty pale. There's his head. He looks a little androgynous, which is how a lot of these kind of anime characters look. You get great articulation on these. Double jointed knees. They move very well, nice and tight. Thigh cut, you get an ankle cut. You get toes, no toes, but you do get ankles. I mean, you do get, you get two ankle cuts, the one up top and one on the actual foot. You get butterfly joints. Love butterfly joints, just like the Mattel Ultimates or the AEW Supremes. You got a nice fighting stance right there. Awesome. You get the mask. Oh, there's a lot of tape on this, jeez. So they have tape kind of holding down the accessories. There we go. Get this hand out. So you get a mask that you can put over, I guess, this head. How does that go? Does it go over his hair? No, I don't think this is meant to actually go on the figure. Maybe it's meant for him to hold it. Maybe like this or something. Because I could try to stretch it over his hair, but I feel like the strap would go, you wouldn't be able to see the strap normally. It wouldn't go over his hair, it would go under his hair. So I don't know that this mask is meant to fit the character. Maybe it's more for figure photography, where he's kind of holding the mask in front of his head. I don't know. But you do get a special head that comes with the mask on already. Oh, this is interesting. The ponytail is its own separate piece, which is pretty smart, because I know going back to the Jax days, any figure with a ponytail, you would lose that ponytail within probably a couple of months. So this, I guess, makes it easier to not lose. But that's the way you display this guy, right here. With this head, the Vega mask, that looks epic, in my opinion. So scary, those like little slits in the eyes, the little logo on the side, this like cobra or snake tattoo going around his body and his arms. That is so cool. Yeah, this is a very, very nice figure. This is Vega Street Fighter. If you're a fan, I definitely recommend it. These are awesome figures. I'm building my collection, so wish me luck. As an overall score out of 10, I would go an 8.9 out of 10 on this one. 8.9 out of 10 for Street Fighter Vega. As always, I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more.